Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video,
The thing is, though, I don't want your boyfriend to come. I don't want him to come to lunch. I don't want him to come to brunch. I don't want him to come to Cancun. I want him to go to the moon. Why he gotta come? Why he gotta come? I'm friends with you. I'm friends with you. He your little friend. You and your little friend go hang out at the playground, wherever y'all do. I don't need to know. I don't gotta be part of it. Why they always trying to involve you in the friendship? I get it. You want all your besties run together. I don't like him, no. He do this. Every time we gather, he do this. I don't, he ain't one of us for real type. He ain't really one of us for real type. He don't know it. I don't feel like introducing the new lore. It'd be different if he was one of the new girlies, Cause she'd be like, she'd get it. But he, always touching you too. Can y'all, damn, hang out together.
but can we talk about this? No hate, no shade, no nothing. But if you are in a relationship and you are in the honeymoon phase and you guys cannot get enough of each other, like I get it, okay? Take some time off, right? And pour into each other and have that time for yourselves. But if the honeymoon phase is over, and you're still like you feel the need to bring your man every single place that you go to, then it becomes a bit okay, because when the ladies are having ladies time, we don't want to see a man around. This is our time. If we're having brunch, we don't want to see a man around unless all our men are coming. But if there's no man that is invited and only you every time you have to bring your man, why is that? Why is that? Is it that you don't trust him? That you can't leave him alone? Or is he controlling? Like he wants to know everything you do. Is he too clingy? Is he too needy that he has to be everywhere that you are? But it reminds me of a time ago that I saw this video of Andrew Tate, and there was a lady who was asking him a question about girls trip, and the lady was like, would you be okay if your woman went on girls trip? And he was like, no. And then the lady is like, so would you go on boys trip and all that? And he's like, yes, I'm a man. And some men have that kind of mindset, okay? So the moment they go into a relationship with you, they want to be everywhere. They want to put themselves into everything. They want to know who you're talking to, where you're going to, when you're coming back, how much you're spending. And slowly or little by little, by the time you realize, in the beginning, it will probably look harmless and it will look like he's looking out for you and he just wants to be around you. But as time goes on, if you don't stop this behavior, if you don't check it, if you don't lay your foundations and your boundaries, it will become a problem. That's all I'm saying. It will become a big problem. But let's go and hear what the ladies have to say about this, and I'll come back and talk a little bit more. So let's get into the video, and don't forget to subscribe.
The thing is, though, I don't want your boyfriend to come. I don't want him to come to lunch. I don't want him to come to brunch.
And I don't want you to come if you're going to be on the phone with him the entire time either. If you're going to come on the trip, if you're going to come onto the outing and you're going to be on with the man on the phone, texting, calling on the phone the entire time, please stay at home. We don't want you there either. Both of y'all could just stay home. You and the man. Please. Either.
If no one else is going to say it, I'm going to say it. This is what domestic abuse looks like. Every time I've seen a girl and she always has to bring her boyfriend to the girls' outings, like without fail, or when she's not with him, he's blowing up her phone. She has to answer every text, every call. That's controlling behavior and that's abuse. It's giving you're going to get in trouble when you get home if you're not on that phone with him or if he can't come with you. The hallmark of an abusive partner is they want to isolate you from your friends and family. And if they can't do that, then they always have to be involved. They never want to give you space to just bond with your friends and family because they feel threatened by that. So they're always going to want to be around. And if they can't be around, they're going to have an attitude. They're going to start arguments. They're going to yell. They're going to fight. Control, abuse. You see?
Hey ladies, I know this topic's old, but I don't care. What is this obsession with bringing your man on a girls trip? Do y'all not like your friends? Do you not want to spend time with them? Does he take you with him when he goes on boys trips? Are you scared that if you leave him alone for 3 to 4 to 5 days, he's going to cheat on you? Because that's what I think it is. If you're not secure enough to leave that man in a different town for a couple of days at a time, then it's because you're scared of what's going to happen after. I'm sorry. What happened to absence makes the heart grow fonder? What happened to letting people miss each other? What happened to yearning? Do y'all not believe in letting anticipation build? Because there's no better time to be with your man than after you haven't seen him for a couple of days. That's the best time to be with him. You cannot convince me that a fully healthy, secure person is not able to go a couple days without seeing their partner. I don't believe that. You have issues. Any therapist or life coach or spiritual guru in the world will tell you that it is healthy to live your own life. Maintaining your friendships and outside relationships outside of this one is very good for you. And the fact that you're not able to do that is not cute. We're grown as hell. And you bring it down the vibes. Leave him at home. Get a life, please. I understand being my man. I love that. But can you also be a fully functioning human being with other thoughts and other feelings? Is that possible for y'all? I don't know. That's the last time I'm speak on it. Y'all don't want to do better. You don't.
I don't have to come to. If you are a woman who enjoys bringing your male romantic partner to girls' night, you may have watched that video and felt confused or defensive. So I want to share with you a couple reasons to leave him at home based on the research. Okay, so the first thing is this. There's research that shows that women do behave differently in co-ed spaces than they do if it's a female-dominated space. We are more likely to maintain an appearance of cooperation when there are males in the room. But when there's a lot of women in the room, we might relax and I don't want to say be more ourselves, but we might relax a little bit. Okay. And so you need to consider if the objective of the get together is to relax and to have some sense of ease, will I be altering that by bringing him along? Just something to consider. The second thing you need to think about is that women's relationships are so close because we engage in self-disclosure, meaning I share, you share, we're opening up, right? And we do that because it's like we're in a vault together. That's why we have such platonic intimacy. He's not in the vault. I'm sharing with you, not with him. And so you're going to have your friends working, like doing mental labor to measure their words because he's not in the vault. You are. So they're sharing things with the goal of developing connection with you and trusting you as her girl who you have history with, not him, despite how wonderful he might be. And this leads to a second point, which is they're also probably feeling a pressure to be careful over what they say because they don't know if any information they share, attitudes they reveal, worldviews that they open up about are going to alter his perception of her and therefore have him be in your ear around, I don't know if I like Brenda. She's 2. Tiffany's 2. So kind of monitoring how they come off because is it something that he's going to be in your ear about later? He's getting access to what we do, what we're sharing, and it kind of feels like he shouldn't be. Now, I will concede here because the research also does show that romantic couples who have high friendship overlap are more successful, meaning couples who have friends in common are strong. So to some degree, like, yes, you want your man to know your girls. You want them to be familiar and cordial and to be cool with one another. According to the research, that's a good thing, right? The whole like idea of keeping them totally separate, I don't know that that's totally even practical, okay? But if you sense that this is a girl's thing and you bring him along, you're not only going to kind of kill the mood, but you're gonna maybe make them uncomfortable and think twice about what they share. I also think this is important to note. I want to first sympathize with you because I get it. There might be a couple reasons you want to bring him along. First, because it's convenient. And we are crunched for time, especially those of us in our 30s and 40s. The research shows that we have the least amount of leisure time than any group, with an average of 4 hours per day. Okay, which is the least compared to other groups. So we don't have as much discretionary time to give. So it might feel convenient. Like, hey, I don't have much time to even chill. So it makes sense to have my man, have my girls, 2 birds, 1 stone. I totally get that it's convenient. I also understand that your man might not have his own friends. And I'm not saying that to be shady. They're saying we're in a male friendship crisis. He might literally not have any friends. So part of you might feel like you're being generous by bringing him along and letting him be a part of something social. I get that too. And finally, you might be with a man who is a little maybe controlling or manipulative in that he makes you feel guilty for hanging out with your friends. And a part of you feels like the only way I'll be able to enjoy my girls is if I bring him along, so I don't have to deal with the guilt or shaming that comes afterwards. And I totally get that. But I also want you to be equipped with the information to better understand why your friends might not be so thrilled about it. I'm just saying.
In every healthy relationship, there's this dynamic where we all have our lives. Like you're supposed to have your own life, whether you're a homebody or not, like have something going for yourself. And your man also has to have his own life because you give each other space and room to grow. Okay, you have to give your man space and your man has to give you space. If he's not giving you space and you're giving him all the space that he requires, you're not inserting yourself into his boys trip, boys time, whatever he does. But he always wants to know what is going on in your life. Like you pick up the phone, who are you talking to? Who is calling you? What did they say? What did your friends say? What this and what that and what this and the third? You need to talk about that. And diffuse that before it becomes big, before it becomes a problem. Like I said before, in the beginning, it will look like it's harmless and he's just looking out for you. He has your best interest at heart. But as time goes on, it will become a big problem. Because that is when you're going to find out his actual intentions. And most guys look out for themselves in every situation. You may think they are looking out for you, but they are looking out for themselves, okay? So when they are coming around and checking your friends, sometimes it's not because, he just wants to be around you. Sometimes it's looking for the next woman, somebody else that he can prey on. And sometimes he just wants to know if there's another man in the situation. You need to have some sort of boundary, okay, when it comes to your friendships and your relationships, all right? If you are with a man that you don't trust and that you need to bring him everywhere you go, like you have a leash on a dog, okay, you have to check, you have to be sure he's not, talking to somebody else. Why would you want to put yourself in a situation like that, right? I want to sleep at night knowing that the man in my life is treating me right, upholding my name, do you understand? Respecting me even if I'm not there. And if you don't feel that type of way about your man, then you have a problem. You have a big problem. Okay? So if you're doing your part and you're giving him his room and his space and he's able to do whatever he wants to do, but you can't do those things because he feels like because you're a woman, you should sit when he says you should sit, you have a problem. Like I said, it's my opinion, it's their opinion, everybody's opinion, but sometimes you have to take a few steps back and listen to what other people are saying because probably they may be saying some truth, all right? So like I said in the beginning, there's no hate, no shade, nothing, but let the ladies have their time, all right? Let girls' trips be girls' trips. Let the brunches be the brunches, okay? When we are having girls' time, let it be girls' time exclusively. Stop bringing your men around us. That's all I'm going to say. It's awkward, all right? Unless it's one of the girls. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again with another video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.